Most of us treat the calendar like a conveyor belt. Monday fades into Tuesday, one month slips into the next, and dates only matter when a bill is due or a holiday pops up. But what happens if we stop the belt and isolate just one completely ordinary square on the wall? Let's pull out April 30th. Instead of reading history like a book, moving left to right across centuries, we are going to take this single date and turn it on its side. We're drilling a vertical core sample straight down through time. When you stack hundreds of years of April 30ths on top of each other, a strange pattern emerges. This single position in Earth's orbit fractures into two distinct sides. It holds the start of massive human achievements packed directly against sudden, devastating collapse. By examining the sheer contrast packed into these 24 hours, we get a concentrated look at how human history actually moves, not as a steady climb, but as a pendulum swinging between creation and loss. Let's look at the first half of this split, the foundation stones. Across different eras, April 30th acts as an incubator for global and cultural firsts. In 1789, the geopolitical map shifted permanently when George Washington was sworn in as the very first president of the United States. Decades later and a continent away, this date birthed a different kind of empire. In 1870, India welcomed Dada Saheb Phalke. He would go on to direct his country's first full-length feature film, earning the title of the Father of Indian Cinema. The institutional foundations continued. By 1894, the Bangiya Sahitya Parishad was established in Bengal, creating a dedicated academy designed specifically to protect and preserve Bengali literature. Even stepping into the modern era, the date maintains a knack for producing heavyweights, particularly in international sports. In 1987, it marked the birth of Indian cricket icon and World Cup winner Rohit Sharma, joining Australian great Ian Healy, who was born on the exact same calendar day 23 years earlier. Presidents, filmmakers, literary guardians, and elite athletes. If we only looked at this half of the timeline, April 30th operates as a highly concentrated launchpad for human achievement. But that is only half the core sample. When we flip to the exact same coordinates, the dates are defined by sudden, cataclysmic endings. The most globally recognized ending arrived in 1945. Deep within a Berlin bunker, Adolf Hitler committed suicide, effectively terminating the Third Reich. This single event closed out the European theater of World War II, leaving behind a shattered continent that would take decades to physically rebuild. The violence of the date strikes individuals entirely without warning, too. In 1993, 19-year-old tennis star Monica Seles was brutally stabbed on the court during a match in Germany. A decade prior, in 1982, the horror was highly localized and targeted. During the Bijan Setu massacre in Bengal, 16 monks and one nun were beaten and burned to death in broad daylight. And then there is the indiscriminate destruction brought by the earth itself. In 1991, one of the most powerful cyclones on record made landfall in Bangladesh. The storm surge wiped entire coastal villages off the map, resulting in a staggering loss of roughly 138,000 lives. Dictators falling, individual careers derailed, targeted murders, and the sheer, overwhelming scale of natural disaster. All of it anchored to the exact same 24-hour window that gave us presidents and artists. Which brings us into the present. Even in the modern era, the date demands its toll. On April 30th, 2020, India lost two cultural pillars simultaneously. The nation mourned the death of iconic actor Rishi Kapoor, and on that very same afternoon, legendary Indian football captain Chuni Goswami passed away. This vertical core sample reveals that creation and loss inhabit the same space at the exact same time. These aren't isolated points on a timeline, they are layers in the same stack, happening simultaneously year after year. April 30th is a reminder of the density of the calendar. It shows that the very day that marks a dark historical ending is often the exact same day that, in a different year, gives rise to a pioneer.